Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good crowd. Thank you. Helps me feel better. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Let's get started. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Christmas week. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Before I lose my voice, I'm going to lose my voice. Thank you. And seriously, have a seat. I don't have a voice left anymore. I'm done already. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my good friend Shane Wells over there. Hello, Shane.
It's like they knew you needed this day 2 to get through.
Yeah,
like all have to power him. He's no energy.
I'm still a little, unfortunately, a little under the weather. This will be about thanks guys. Yeah, no, this will be about the volume I can talk at at a consistent level, but it's all right.
Only golf claps today?
It's only, yeah. No, but I went to the Minute Clinic yesterday, and, there's really nothing minute about the Minute Clinic. I was there for thank you, audience. I was there for about 4 hours, and got some meds. The woman told me to take like 80 steam showers, so I'm literally the cleanest person in this studio right now. I've taken more hot showers. But anyway, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. We're going to be feeding the audience a little bit later. I see some food. Yeah. If you've ever been to a concert at the X, you guys probably go to Cossettas beforehand to get some mostaccioli. I see row 3 nodding their head. Yeah. But I got to tell you, I haven't seen it yet. Photographer Eric shot the story. If you guys didn't know, they're known for pasta, but they have one of the best bakeries, patisseries in the state. They fly ingredients in from Italy. And people from Italy to bake their treats. And we have one of their legendary cakes over there. And it's amazing. Like, again, people know that they have good pasta, but this bakery is a jewel of the Twin Cities that I don't think a lot of people know about. So we're going to do that a little bit later. But right now, grab your hot tea and lemon. It is time for the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. I'll be pausing every so often to take a drink. Yeah, carpool karaoke, first up, has become one of the must-see bits in late night. And last night's was no exception. Check out who James invited for a ride this time. Look at this.
Oh, thank you so much for helping me get to work today. The traffic was terrible.
Totally.
You sure this is okay? You all right to do this? Yeah. Do you mind if we listen to some music?
Yeah.
Should we see what's on the radio?
Say little
you can't fuck.
You can say that on TV.
These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes.
At the store, I can get them both.
I don't want to choose, and I'm quick.
Cut that man also don't get comfortable. Woo.
I don't dance now, I make money move.
Cardi B. She's just so fun. She just seems fun. Cardi B hopped in the car with James. They performed literally all of her hits and talked about her incredible rise to fame. Think about it. I've said this a lot on the show. We didn't even know who she was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and now she's everywhere. Take a look at this.
How did you get people to play your music, to play your songs?
By doing good music and not stopping, because at first people didn't want to play my music on the damn radio. A lot of these DJs were sleeping on me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to keep on making music until I find the right one that's gonna make them catch their eyes on me. Because, I'm funny.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So people just be thinking that everything is a joke, and it's like, yeah, but I'm not laughing today. I want you to take this serious. But they wasn't, though. They was fronting on the kid, you heard?
More than funny. Yeah. Well, she's
think James got to say a lot during that conversation.
No, that would be great today. Just have her talk for an hour, yeah. Well, then they hopped out of the car and hit up a senior center where she brought down the house, almost literally. Look at this.
Driving the land, so that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this like cardio.
Yeah! I said I like it like that.
Wow, wow.
What's your name?
Gunther.
My name is Cardi.
What's your name?
Cardi.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Yay!
I'm looking for a significant other. Are you available?
Sure.
Look at Gunter, man.
You go, Gunter.
Hey. Love has no age. I don't know if that was love, though. I think that was something else, yeah. Next in the dish, some 90s nostalgia is clashing with 2018, and it's likely heading to court. I can't believe I saw this. I thought this was a joke in The Onion. When I saw the headline, I thought this can't be real. It's real. Listen to this. Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is trying to stop video game developers from using his dance in the video game Fortnite. This is not a joke. The actor, you guys know this, there it is right there, did the Carlton, and apparently is in the process of copywriting it. He says the companies have unfairly profited from his likeness and says the dance is protective, creative expression. The lawsuit says he first performed it during the sitcom's 1991 Christmas episode. Now, Shane, I don't know if I want to ask this. How old were you in 1991?
9. I was 9. I know the dance. I watched Fresh Prince. This is my trivia.
I was a junior in high school. That's just
That's
frightening
all right.
to me anyway. That's all right. No, but I mean, I get it. Look, it's his likeness, especially if they're using his likeness. I thought it was just different characters doing the dance, which I guess, that could also be copyrighted. But if they're using his likeness, like when you see people on slot machines, like the Sex and the City cast, or now everybody has a slot machine, or the Walking Dead cast, they have to get permission to use their likeness on those products. I understand if they're profiting from his face, he should get some
Where
money.
do you draw the line on that?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, the dance. I feel like everyone does it. You could find it all over the internet. People doing it. Didn't know where the line was drawn.
You know what's sad is
Like if I did it.
Yeah, no, you would have to give him 10 cents. Yeah, don't.
I don't have it.
We can't afford that, Shane. Please, no.
Oh, we gotta.
Yeah. No, what cracks me up is, people don't realize this. Stars nowadays, they put it in their contracts to get their likeness. If their likeness is used, the company that uses it has to give them money. Do you know all of those sitcom stars from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s? They get nothing. They get no. That people didn't think about that back then.
Right.
Like there was a big lawsuit between the Happy Days cast and CBS because there'd be Happy Days lunchboxes and T-shirts and stuff. And by the way, half of this audience has no idea what Happy Days is. Leo, can we take a shot? Yeah. This half knows Happy Days. This half doesn't know Happy Days. Yeah. It was a great sitcom, youngins. It was a great sitcom. Yeah. Fun fact, it was a sitcom that had one of the had more spinoffs than most sitcoms. Mork and Mindy came from there. You didn't know
Wasn't
that?
that about an alien?
Yeah, Mork
There was
appeared.
aliens and Happy Days?
Yeah, Mork appeared in one episode of Happy Days, and then it spun off into Mork and Mindy. Then
No idea.
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley was spun off from Happy Days. Joni Loves Chachi, that horrible piece of television.
I think they like that one.
This half of the audience has fallen asleep with my fun facts. Let's move on. Next on the dish. No. Next on the dish. Okay, now I'll wake them up with this one. Come back to the TV because you have to see this. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak Bierman is getting a lot of criticism on social media over the last 24 hours. Not about her kid in a car seat this time. She's getting criticism about a photo of herself. Look at this. Kim posted this photo saying she's ready for 2019. And let's just say that's not what her lips normally look like. Her fans told her to please, for her own safety, lay off the lip injections. But the backlash is not discouraging Kim at all. Later, she posted a pic of her daughter trolling all the haters with the caption, of the lips emoji. Okay, there we go. Look, we don't like body shaming on this show. I don't like it. We don't like fat
We're not
jokes.
shaming
Skinny
her
jokes.
body. We're shaming her doctor.
Yeah, seriously. You know,
Like, who's doing that?
You took the words literally.
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm saying
You can't say them anyway. You
I
don't
can't.
have a voice.
I could barely
I'll
have a
do
voice,
this
but
for
no.
you.
That is who you have to go to the patient and say, what are you doing? How much what do you put in? Chicken fat or whatever? How much of that is in?
I mean, they can't hold much more. Like, it looks concerning.
What are you guys oohing for? They put like whale fat or something in back in the day.
Oh.
I don't know. Chipmunk. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
There's a chipmunk in there. Now it makes sense.
Priscilla Presley had a lawsuit because a doctor accidentally, not accidentally, injected motor oil into her lips. Mm-hmm. Yes, you didn't
What
know that, Aaron?
happened?
Yes. See, here's what's happening. All the medication I'm on is providing a lot of fun facts today. That's right, yeah.
That may or may not be true?
No, this was Priscilla
Okay,
Presley
all right.
did, I believe, file a lawsuit against a doctor that injected bad chemicals into her lips. And I think one of the chemicals was motor oil.
Oh.
That's right. Can you imagine?
No.
You just want a little plumping and you go in there and someone's sticking Valvoline in you. Anyway. I should take meds every day. This is, man, I'm like, I'll stay on the, what am I taking? Theraflu, I think I'm on today. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. The audience is oohing Theraflu. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Back in a moment.
Coming up, Carrie Underwood takes on critics who hate her new theme song for Sunday Night Football. Plus, producer Ted watched another Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, and this one actually features one of our good friends, Melissa Peterman. Would Ted dare to hate this movie? And get your nails ready. We're checking out some of the hottest trends for the holiday season from one of our favorite nail salons. Grab another cup of coffee, or in my case, some more hot tea with lemon, and meet me back here in just a minute.
You know, 2018 has been a great year in music, but as much as I've loved all the songs from this year, there's nothing I love more than holiday music. Whenever I hear it, it just makes me want to sing. And,
Hello.
Monsanto, ho, ho, ho. His breath is reeking like Jack Daniels, ho, ho, ho. Holding a beer in a Mylanta, ho, ho, ho. Oh, there's a line to see Monsanto. He's passed out in Panera. Monsanto, oh, hell no. Lay on back and relax. There's a little elf hiding in the back. Pay attention to how you act. Elf on the shelf is watching that. He's watching me, he's watching me, he's watching me. And the little elf's watching me. He's watching me, he's watching me, he's watching me. That little elf is watching me.
Welcome back, everybody. I'll let that rewind. Lin-Manuel Miranda, Jimmy Fallon, tweaking some popular songs from the year and fitting them for the holiday season. By the way, in that commercial break, Shane and I were doing some TV education because we were listening to the Happy Days theme in that commercial break. And Shane said, I've never seen an episode of Happy Days, but I have watched I Dream of Jeannie. And I said, oh, that's fantastic. And I got excited. And all of you that know me, you know why. I said, Shane, do you know who is the star, other than Barbara Eden, who is the star of I Dream of Jeannie? Who is it,
And
Shane?
I knew right away. It was Larry Hagman.
No, you did not know, actually. No, you did not. She did not know. She had to be told by my spouse. I'm just saying. Yeah.
He didn't want me to lose my job today.
Exactly. Now you know, yeah. He created two great characters. Next on the dish, football fans take everything about their game very seriously. And then, thank you, third row's nodding at that. And apparently, that includes stuff before the game. What am I talking about? Well, Carrie Underwood sings the theme song to Sunday Night Football and has done so, Okay, this audience likes it. Well, then you're not going to like the story. Well, this year's song is a little bit different. They've tweaked it a little bit, and fans have had some very strong opinions about it. A producer for Sports Illustrated is among those hating on the song. Look at this. And Carrie Underwood clapped back and threw some serious, little bit of country shade at her, saying, hey, I know my music isn't for everyone, but I love what I do. I also love women who build other women up. Just saying. Yeah. because the writer is obviously a woman. It is one of those things. You think stars like Carrie at the level of Carrie Underwood or Kelly Clarkson or whatever, that they're not human beings, that you can write something on Twitter and it doesn't affect them. It does. I mean, they can have 4 gold albums, but they're still human beings. And after a while, Twitter trolls get to you, and you gotta clap. Yeah.
And don't go. There's a few people you don't go after Beyonce.
No.
You don't go after Carrie Underwood. You just gotta let them be.
Let them be.
It's not for everyone.
No.
But she's for me. I have like a major girl crush on Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
She's probably the tippy top.
Really?
Yep.
The audience likes that very much, Shane. That's right. Yeah.
She can do no wrong.
Oh, yeah. And see, you know this, not for me. I'm not a huge fan.
She's not Katie Couric or Oprah, but those are your girls, right?
Oh, I thought you were besmirching the names of
Nope,
Oprah Winfrey.
I'm saying
those
are your number ones.
I was gonna have to go sit with the left side of the audience over
take a
there.
breath.
Okay, I'm fine. Yeah.
Everyone?
We're fine. Yeah.
Stand down.
Next in the dish. Speaking of lashing out, Pink is lashing out after some fans after her husband came the victim of daddy shaming on social media. I thought it was only mommy shaming, but I guess okay. So look at this. Professional dirt biker Carey Hart, he's married to Pink, posted this photo of him and the couple's 2-year-old son Jameson on his dirt bike, and of course, people took him to task, saying that that's a bicycle helmet and not a motorcycle helmet. Well, Pink then posted this picture of her child saying, "Chocolate is good for babies, right? Help me Instagram. We can't possibly parent without you." When people, yeah, that was good. Oh, that was good. I like that. We could end the story there. That's fantastic. That's a great clap back.
I'm going to use that line.
I'm going to, yeah, thanks, Instagram. When people continued to criticize her husband, she responded on Twitter saying, "If any of you have more experience on a bike than my husband, then I will listen to your opinions on how he should take my daughter for a ride." Yeah. You know how I feel about this. People haven't. That's why I've actually stopped sharing so many photos of the dogs, because you know how it is, parenting and animals, people get up in arms and they feel that because you share it, they have a right to criticize. And I'm like, unless you pay my bills, don't worry. I mean, if there's 2 dogs you shouldn't worry about, it is our dogs.
Absolutely.
Believe me. I posted a photo, I will never forget this, many years ago, and I had the dog in the front seat in our driveway for like a second, and it was a cute pose, so I snapped the picture. I got taken to the cleaners because I didn't have the dog in a seatbelt. And I wrote to this one woman, I said, "I didn't have the seatbelt on because we were parked in my driveway. That's why."
Like, was she not worried that you were taking a picture while driving if she thought you were moving?
People just, I don't know, take up ceramics or something. Still ahead, everybody.
Drink up.
Second round of Theraflu kicking in. That's right, yeah. Tia Mowry and our good friend, thank you, and our good friend Melissa Peterman star in a new Hallmark Christmas movie. But what does producer Ted think about a gingerbread romance? We're going to find out when we come back. Back after this, everybody.
That name alone, gingerbread romance.
Horrible.
It's a school project. I'm supposed to be making a Christmas diorama, but I'm kind of stuck on making the trees.
Do you want a little hint? You can make great tree trunks by wrapping sandwich twists in parchment paper. I made a lot of models when I was in architecture school.
Thanks.
Oh, sous chef, you're needed.
I think that means me.
And I have a hint too. When you cook with my dad, wear an apron, because a lot of things splash.
Welcome back. Out here in the audience, I promised them I'm not going to breathe on anyone. I'm just facing you right there, yeah. That is a clip from a gingerbread romance starring former Sister star Tia Mowry. And one of our favorites, we love her. She's going to be visiting, I think, next week, Melissa Peterman. It is the latest, yeah. Love you, Melissa. It is the latest key TV movie in Hallmark Channel's Countdown to Christmas, and that can mean only one thing. It's now time for you to hate on producer Ted's Christmas movie reviews, everybody. That's right. And Ted, fresh from his trip to Paris, joins us in the control room. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Ted, how was this as a homecoming? You go from Paris and France to watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. Yeah.
Well, fun fact, they have Hallmark Christmas movies over there.
Oh,
I saw Candace Cameron Bure with subtitles underneath.
Seriously? Well, there's another
is.
gift for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so a gingerbread romance. Let's start with the basics. What's the plot of this one?
Well, it's a very complicated plot, but let me try and summarize it. Tia Mowry, who I love, is an architect, and she's like rising up in the company. And her boss, Melissa Peterman, says, in order basically for you to get a promotion, we need you to build this giant gingerbread house because it's a competition and it'll build goodwill with the city. So then she embarks on this journey to build a gingerbread house, and the man who helps her build it, the baker, obviously is the love interest.
Okay, so that's the love interest. Now here's we go down our usual questions. Is it a small town that this takes place in? A big town? What is it?
Philadelphia, of all places.
Oh, not a small town.
Yeah, big town.
So it's a twist. It's not big city girl moves back to small town.
Right, but the hook is if she builds the gingerbread house, if it's nice enough, if it wins, then she's in line for the job in Paris.
Oh.
It all comes together, right?
Okay, now usually we ask if there is a kiss in a town square or a gazebo. Is there an applicable kiss in this movie?
Yeah, so they were talking, and then they looked up and there was mistletoe, and they were like, oh. And then they kissed.
How does mistletoe just magically appear?
It just did.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Hallmark movie. I mean, it's like, all right, we have 2 minutes left in the movie. Oh, hello, mistletoe.
Now, you said Melissa Peterman's in that. I'm texting her right now to tell her that you're reviewing her movie. Now, before we get to the actual review, I always like to ask how the acting is. How is the acting in this one?
So, Melissa Peterman was great. I think she was great. Melissa Peterman's great, yeah.
I'm texting her that. Okay, continue.
Tia, she was horrible. She was awful. Terrible.
Look, that woman is gasping right there. Look at that.
I loved Sister.
But
I was very disappointed.
What is it? Is it like her line delivery? Is it just everything?
Yeah, the line delivery and the guy who she fell in love with. They're just lame.
No chemistry?
That's it. They're just lame.
Because all these movies rely on chemistry and no chemistry between the mains?
No chemistry. None.
Okay. Well, let's get to it. I told Melissa that you loved her in the movie, but as you guys know, Ted reviews in crowns, Hallmark Gold crowns. So Ted, how many Hallmark Gold crowns are you giving a gingerbread romance?
Leo, we 1.5.
1.5.
I gave the half for Melissa Peterman.
The half. It would have been a 1.
It would have been a 1
without Melissa Peterman.
Yep.
Okay. Ted, now I'm sad to say, and I think the audience is going to be sad to say, this is the finale, right? This is your last review of the season, right, Ted?
Yeah, unless we want to keep doing them in
I know.
January.
Well, I got to tell you, out of all the Christmas gifts we've received, people hating you on Facebook has been my favorite. That's right. Happy 2019, Ted. Thank you, buddy. Still ahead, we're getting your nails ready for the holidays with the folks from Frenchie's Modern Nail Care. Plus, a popular Italian restaurant in St. Paul has a special guest chef visiting this month, and we're chatting with him about a bread that takes more than 2 days to make. Why? You're going to find out when we come back. And later, how to make your table look even more festive for the holiday season. We got tips for you. Stay right there, everybody. We'll be back after these words. Welcome back, everybody. We are 1 week away from Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying that. And you may want to get those paws done before the holiday. But before you do that, you'll want to pay attention to our next guest. Give it up for former celebrity publicist and current owner of Frenchie's Modern Nail Care. Give it up for Ryan McEnany, everybody. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Okay. We're going to get to the models in just a second, but we have some pictures. Generally, what are some holiday trends that you are seeing?
For sure. So obviously there's the reds, of course, if you want to be super, super festive. But there's also other options that if you want to change it up, we even have done some that are black polish with some silver over it. So if you don't want it to be super, super Christmassy, there are other options that you can play with. And so we've got some photos. There's like a nude with some sparkle on it. You've got a little bit of holiday in there with some candy canes. So if you want some of that festivity, that's another great example of something that's not overly done. This is a cute one that Sydney, who's with us today, painted.
What is
a little reindeer.
That's a little reindeer.
And some holly. Isn't that cute?
That is, I like that.
Very festive.
You know why I like it? Because it's subtle. Because you don't, I mean, if you want the glitter and the Grinch on your nails, I guess you can do that. But this is, but if you're going to a classy party, these are really nice. What are these, Ryan?
Yeah. It's another mixture. There's some that are like all Merry Christmassy. There's some snowflakes. There's a little present.
Look at that.
I know. It's crazy what they can do on a little tiny nail.
I was just going to say, okay,
it's amazing.
Let's go to our models, Ryan. Introduce our model and your
course.
artist, please. Yes.
This is Tammy, who's one
Tammy.
of our best guests from our Chanhassen studio.
Welcome. Yeah.
And then this is Sydney, one of our nail artists from the Woodbury location.
Sydney, how are you? That is, Sydney, Ryan, what is that? What
Look
is
at
that?
This little tool. This is how they put dots on there. She's going to show us that in a really hot second.
Okay.
We also have this that Natalie did in advance for us. So this is our Christmas hand.
This is the Christmas hand, everybody, right there. Yeah.
So
go ahead and lift.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get it right there. Yeah, that's fine right there. Thank you.
So we've got the Christmas
I moved it and it wasn't right. Yeah.
And the Christmas tree was done with that little dot tool. It's great. Oh. And then we've got little stars with some dots, some glitter. So this is a whole different, you don't have to do all of these. Sometimes you just want to do one party nail and then the rest leave them alone. You know.
What? Come on, audience. There we go. So one party nail, just one?
Yeah. If you just want a little bit.
How long, Ryan, in general, how long does this take? Because, I mean, a normal manicure takes
about an hour.
About an hour. So this takes
with gel.
Yeah.
This adds a little bit of time. And it depends on how complex, but it could be an extra 5 minutes, it could be an extra 20.
Now, while we're finishing this up, you're all fancy. I'm not going to act like I don't know this, but I'm really proud of you. You're doing not one, not two, but there's a rumor that you're doing 3 stars for the Golden Globes. Yeah.
We're going back. This is our second year in a row at the Globes. We've done the Oscars and the Emmys. We're doing 3 nominees for the Globes. I won't tell you all who it is today, but a hint. 2 of them we've worked with in the past, and they both won last time we worked with them, so we're going to be their good luck again this year.
Oh, they both won when you did their nails? Oh, no wonder they called you.
I know,
no wonder.
Right?
Yeah. Is that fun? I mean, because Ryan used to be a publicist, as you heard me say. Is that the stress and the drama of the Globe? Is it still fun for you?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like such a big party, and especially the Globes is the most fun of all of them. And be able to have our team travel out there from Minnesota and Colorado and all around the country and have them be able to do it is really cool.
Is Sydney going? Are you going?
We haven't.
You're not what? That's an outrage, Ryan. Send her. Look at this. Okay, thank you. The audience is booing you now, Ryan, that Sydney can't go. Okay, so let's move this over here. Eric, let's get a shot. Right, I'm not gonna do this right. Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit, Leo.
So,
there we go. Okay, right there.
On
Don't
the
move.
silver
Don't move
hand,
your hands. Yeah.
The silver hand is a little more festive for like a New Year's. So we brightened up the color. There's some glitter. Sydney also, you probably can't see it super close, but we can get a picture for you to see later and post it on social. But she painted a little clock as the clock strikes midnight.
Shut up, really? Let me go.
Hand painted those little numbers.
The shot. Yeah, that is.
She should be going to the Globes now, right?
It is scandalous that she's not going. She painted a clock, for heaven's sake, on the woman's finger. I mean, seriously. No, that is really awesome. We'll post these pictures on our social media pages in a little bit. Tell everyone where you're located.
We are in Woodbury, Chanhassen, Lakeville, and coming very soon to downtown Minneapolis.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Give it up, everybody, for Ryan from Frenchie's. And by the way, we're going to put this, and again, you just heard the locations. And don't forget, this segment, you can watch this segment and full episodes of our show on our brand new YouTube channel. All you have to do is search The Jason Show on YouTube, press the subscribe, and you'll see this day's episode around 2 o'clock every day. Still ahead, we head to Cossettas in St. Paul, where a pastry chef from Italy introduces us to a very demanding bread. Why am I saying that? You're going to find out when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. That is beautiful. That is so pretty. Welcome back, everybody. I'm really excited about this story. I'm really excited to show you guys this. There is an Italian pastry chef in the Twin Cities this holiday season, and he's brought a little bit of Italy, actually a lot of Italy with him, in the form of panettone, a demanding bread. You'll see what we mean, because it takes 56 hours to make. Yeah, we hit Cossettas in St. Paul. Y'all know it for pasta, but there is a jewel that has nothing to do with pasta inside Cossettas. Look at this.
Ciao, questo è Marco, è venuto dall'Italia a insegnarci a fare i panettoni. Sta qui per 2 settimane, 3 settimane e poi tornerà in Italia. Oh, I was speaking Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Ciao, this is Marco. He came here in Minnesota to teach us how to do the panettone.
Sono qui per fare la produzione di panettoni. Un piacere a tutti, un saluto a tutto il Minnesota.
He's glad to be here and say hi to all of Minnesota. And Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Buon Natale. Panettone is a cake that was invented in Milan. It's pretty much a sweet bread. They need it between 46 and 52 hours. They created one panettone. We make a panettone just in the Christmas time. So our panettone is fresh. You want me to explain why they're upside down? Yeah. We keep upside down so they have this nice dome. This is one of the secrets for the panettone maker, but they don't tell everybody because I don't know what's the recipe. Only this guy knows the recipe.
Tell me the recipe!
No, don't say nothing.
Okay.
The real secret, it's right here. This is the mother. This has to be feed every 4 hours or die. It's like, the breastfeeding for the babies. Every 4 hours you gotta give you something. Here we do the same with the flour. Come on, baby.
You cut me just a little piece?
Yeah, of course, right here.
That's not a little piece.
There's a little piece. Well, you tested this, so you want another more. It's good, huh? It's like eat a piece of heaven. Pizza bianca and porchetta are 2 traditional recipes from Rome. We choose to do around the Christmas time because we want to show the people where we can make a better holiday for them. It can have a savory and dessert. It's a whole pig di bone roast, seasoned and roasted for 6 hours, full of flavor. This one, very good because it's sweet. Everybody loves Nutella, chocolate, salt, olive oil. Nothing better than that. Every grandmother tells you, mangia. Devi mangiare perché sei secco. Sei too skinny. Come Cossetta, we make you fat. Pretty much a full market here, like an Italian store. And you walk around with 1 or 2 things on your list. Pretty sure you go out home with 10 things on your list. You want a small cake? We'll give you a small cake. You want just 1 portion? We give you 1 portion. Excuse me, ladies. There's same TV. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us. You don't want to buy a big panettone? You want just a small pastry? You come here. We at Cossetta, we don't do just pastry or cookies or scone. We do chocolate. We don't do ice cream. We do gelato. And whatever you choose over here, make your Christmas sweeter. Ciao.
Okay. What? That was sincerely. Why doesn't he host this show? I mean, he's hysterical. By the way, great work to our photographer, Eric. This is, I don't know if you caught it, but one of the things that intrigued us about the story was, and he said it kind of fast, was, did you catch the part about the yeast? The reason the panettone is so special is because the yeast is 120 years old. And it has to be fed every 4 hours. It was brought over to Minnesota from Italy, and they have to keep it alive. He wasn't joking. It wasn't a joke. it has to be taken care of every 4 hours. So that's why this bread is so very special. We also, yeah, isn't that beautiful? It's literally a work of art. And again, we were also intrigued because we love Cossettas for mostaccioli before a Shania Twain concert, but people don't often think about what a jewel we have in that bakery. So the next time you're in there, absolutely save some room for dessert. Now, would you like some, sir?
Absolutely.
There we go. Wow, I love it. You didn't even hesitate. There we go. There we go. Come here. Come here. You come up here. Okay, now taste some there.
Okay, I skipped breakfast. So.
Oh, good. Well, then you can have the whole darn thing. We'll just give you the.
I will. Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't want to. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
It's killer.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to get you sick. I don't want to say, there we go. Again, Cossettas you can find right in St. Paul, right across kind of kitty corner from the Excel Energy Center. And if you missed the segment, don't worry. We're going to post it a little bit later on our Facebook page. And thanks to the staff for having us. Still ahead, we're chatting with an interior designer who will get your table ready for the holidays when you put the panettone on it. We'll be right back, everybody. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. The holidays are here, and many of us are likely hosting a gathering of some kind. Whether it's brunch, dinner, or just a party, you're going to want everything to look real festive, including your table. Here with some tips on how to set a gorgeous holiday table is Minnesota-based interior designer and the founder of the home decor line, Brooke and Lou. Bria Hamill, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the show. So, I like, you have some rules. I like a list, and you have 4, and I like the first one. Start at the center and work outwards.
Yes.
I know what that means, but what does that really mean?
Yes. Well, so first of all, the most important thing when you're setting a table, I think, is layers. So thinking outside of the box, start with the table runner. So in the center of the table, what's going to ground the space? We have some paper table runners here that we sell on our website, Brooke and Lou.
Okay.
Just add some character and some texture, style to the table.
Okay.
And then from there we add the placemat.
Okay.
So it's all about those layering.
So just kind of like when you start a room and maybe your pillow, you find a pillow that has a design and then you use that as the whole influence for the room.
Yeah.
Start with the middle, let that influence everything outward.
Exactly.
Okay. And you said think beyond flowers. That's rule number 2. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so most of the time when you think of a table centerpiece, you think of a flower arrangement. We always like to play with it a little bit. We have some little pine trees here that we use, eucalyptus that you can lay, and they lay nicely along the table, even throwing and sprinkling in some ornaments.
I was going to say, we had a guest on a few weeks ago that talked about how people shouldn't be afraid to use live pieces of the tree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about these pieces, especially during the holidays, are all these greens.
Yeah, we have a problem with your microphone. There we go. There we go.
All the greens actually dry nicely, so you can let it sit out for the season. You don't just have to do it for one day and then they're done.
I was going to say, because is this true? They last, what, about 5 weeks before about 5-6 weeks usually if you get them fresh?
Yeah, and you can even spray a wilt guard on them to make them last longer.
Okay. Number 3, cozy up your dining space. And we have a pic of what exactly you mean. We know what cozy means, but with your dining space, how do you make a dining space cozy?
Well, shown here, we love to use a throw on one of the arms of the chair, using a little throw pillow, just something that makes it look a little bit cozier and inviting. The whole goal is to have people stay and sit for a while in your dining table.
Absolutely. You want them, yeah. Unless you're a bad guest, and then you want to put them in an uncomfortable chair and then have them leave.
Give them the worst chair, yeah.
Let's put her down there, and anyway. And finally, we have a manners expert that tells us this. Bring a hostess gift.
Yes. It's always so important to be able to not come into a house empty-handed. So, if your hostess is providing all the food and wine, it's always nice to have something in your hands when you walk in. My favorite thing to give is a simple candle. Everybody seems to like candles. You can use them throughout the year. This is a holiday candle that we sell on our website. But, you can pick up a candle pretty much anywhere, and it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely. Give it up for Bria, everybody, for more information. For more information on where you can find... I feel like I'm hiding. The control room right now, Leo's like, the tree is blocking you. It's fine, yeah. For more on where you can find these items, head to brookeandlou.com. And like I said earlier, we're going to post a segment on our Facebook page. Just search for Jason Show TV. And speaking of our Facebook page, we're have live shows all through this week. Next week, we're going to be on Christmas break, but don't forget to come see us in 2019. To get tickets to our show, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, click the ticket tab. You're in by 9:30, and you're out by 11:15. And just like this audience, who knows, we may feed you. I mean, you know, there we go. We're going to take a break, everybody. We're going to wrap things up. Shane's back when we come back after this. Stay with us. Thank you so much for that. Welcome back, everybody. Shane's back. I told you in that last segment that when you come to see us, sometimes you get food, and that's exactly that. We're feeding we're not making them wait. The audience has the panettone, everybody. There we go. They are now eating. How is it, guys? Is it good? It is. I know, Shane, it is. Have you ever had it?
No.
In any of the segments?
No.
It is so delicious. And the fact that the yeast is 120 years old. Isn't that nuts?
It's crazy.
I mean, I don't even know how that
Are you
happens.
supposed to eat that?
I don't know. Shane, can you eat it? Do you want a little?
Oh, I'll try it.
Yeah, Aaron, thank you, Aaron. Flight attendant Aaron's going to give you some. While Shane's eating, while we're eating, finally, listen to this story. Disney, as you guys know, has a lot of memorabilia, and collectors love to get their hands on it. But now the mouse is cracking down on the black market sale of their items. What am I talking about? Well, check this out. Disney has started revoking annual passes for park goers who put limited edition items up on sale on their eBay and Etsy accounts. Those annual passes run more than $1,100 a year. Yeah. And yeah, believe me. So what they're doing, what these people are doing is there are products that Disney only sells at the parks. So people are going kind of like when people buy large amounts of concert tickets and then sell them for a premium.
Cleaning them out?
They are clearing the shelves out of these products and then going on eBay and selling them for sometimes triple the price. And I just like, that takes the whole, thank you, audience. That takes the whole fun.
That's not the Disney spirit.
That is not
No.
the Disney spirit. No, it is not. And I just thought that is just absolutely awful. Okay, so I just got a text message.
Hold on.
We just got a text message from Melissa Peterman, who producer Ted reviewed her movie, and I'm going to call her right now on the phone. Let's see here. She doesn't know what Ted said about her yet.
Well, he said good things about her.
He did, yeah.
Hello.
Okay, now you're live on television. Don't cuss.
What do you say? I'm live. Of course, I will be I'll have my manners about me.
Yeah. So listen to this. You don't know that we do this, sweetheart. But producer Ted has been reviewing all. We have a straight 30-something guy reviewing all of the Hallmark Christmas movies, and he had to review yours last night, Melissa.
Oh my gosh, that is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Now, are you worried about how he reviewed you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm here to give you the good news.
Okay.
He loved you. He thought you were great. He actually...
This is the best Christmas present I have gotten so far.
I know. He was going to give it like where we grade in Hallmark gold crowns. He gave it an extra half gold crown just for you.
Oh my gosh, I need to meet him in person and hug him.
The next time you're you're coming into town next week, right? Sometimes.
Yes, I'm flying on Saturday.
Well, we will arrange the hug of the Ted.
I'm going to come hug Ted, and I'm going to wear half a crown just for him.
Perfect. We love you, sweetheart. Can't wait to see Melissa Peterman, everybody. She's great. She is. If you don't follow, we always like to tell you good people to follow on social media. Melissa Peterman is a great person to follow. If you don't know who she is, she was on Reba. She's was in the movie Fargo. She was the one that went, "Go Bears, go Bears!" Swipe, That's Melissa Peterman, and she's become a dear friend of ours. I saw her at the Grease Sing Along at the Hollywood Bowl. She hosts a lot of sing-alongs there, so she's great.
Of course, she's in town the week we're off air.
I know the 1 week we're off air. So Ted,
Come on, Melissa.
you're gonna get your hug in a couple weeks. Well, tomorrow on the show, everybody, we're talking about some last-minute gift ideas for cooks as well as experiences for the foodie in your life. Speaking of foodies, our foodie Stephanie Hansen will join us, and lifestyle expert Douglas Marshall is back with some beauty hacks. Wait until you see what he made Shane put on her face.
It's so weird.
I don't even know if I want to see this.
No, you
Okay,
do.
anyway.
You do.
But that's going to do it for us. Thanks to this very patient studio audience today and all of you for putting up with this voice. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.